Welcome back to the 100 spin test. In today's episode, number 124, we're going to test a submission by DadJack1328, so I will neither be sarcastic nor call out misrepresentation. I get that the submitter already has a sense of humor by calling it the best numbers strat. Who am I to argue? Ever wonder if these so-called guaranteed wins can survive real-world distractions and cognitive biases? Even if you're not and just want to see how a bet goes, you're in the right place. Let's find out. It's a basic flat bet. Place 1 unit each on 0, 00, 7, 10, 13, 15, 21, 24, and 28 straight up and 1 unit each on the 8 to 11 and 17 to 20 splits. You will win 25 units if the ball lands on 0, 00, 7, 10, 13, 15, 21, 24, or 28, and 7 units if it lands on 8, 11, 17, and 20. You will lose your entire bet if it lands on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 12, 14, 16, 18, 19, 22, 23, 25, 26, 27, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35 or 36. We're testing this on the American wheel, so there are 38 numbers. There are 13 winning numbers, and 25 losers. That gives us a 34% chance of profit on each spin. Thanks to those Mountain Dew-colored zeros, the house gets a 5.3% edge in the long run and further cements how tilted against the player roulette is. I haven't used my strategy tester in a while, so let's run it 20 times and see how it goes. There's a link to the tool in the description below. Ooh, 6 winning runs out of 20 with a loss of 1,228 units overall. For scaling and ease of analysis, I've set the unit size to 1 simoleon. To reiterate, this is a flat bet, so no progressions. Papa, Joe, croupier, always says, there are no magic numbers. Based on my tests of random numbers last year, 12 to 16 numbers are the sweet spots, but let's see how it plays out over 100 spins anyhow. The roulette wheel is just one of several visual tools on this dashboard, included to track this strategy as it plays out. These visuals are here for transparency, so you can judge the data for yourself and follow the strategy's performance, good or bad. For full details on this test and past results, see the links in the description below.
Now let's speed things up and watch the progress. I'll be back at the end to summarize.
I apologize for the brainy Smurf gag before the accelerated spins started. I forgot how bad the Smurfs cartoon from the early 1980s was. That being said, Joe Croupier is indeed correct that there are no magic numbers. We got 3 fewer winning spins than expected, but when you expect to hit only a third of the time, it makes a difference. We lost 3 times the house edge, but that loss was within the range of our pre-test simulations. The test was only in profit for 6 spins and all were in the first 10 spins. I analyzed the data using some basic stats. On average, it took 3.3 spins to get a win. All but one win came in within 6 or fewer spins, and all wins occurred within 10. The standard deviation was 2.3, which just means the bet has a moderate amount of volatility which fits with a bet that covers a third of the wheel. Apart from the atrocious run between spins 10 and 30, the bet was stable between spins 31 to 100. There was 1 streak of 3 wins in a row and 6 streaks of 2 consecutive wins. There was 1 streak of 10 losses in a row, 1 of 6, 3 of 5, 2 of 4, 4 of 3, and 6 streaks of 2 consecutive losses. When looking at the numbers themselves, we had 2 repeaters. 12 and 36 each repeated once. The hot numbers, those that hit the most, were 2 and 33, which hit 6 times each, and 0, 17, 23, and 36, which hit 5 times each. On the other hand, the cold numbers were 10, 25, and 34, which never hit. The hot and cold frequencies were typical. Let's look at our rankings. We find the best numbers Strat at 120th out of 147 on raw winnings or losses. Full stats, including hit counts, averages, and streak data, are in the spin data link in the description. Casinos are profit-driven businesses. They're not here to make you rich. They're here to take what you're willing to give. So never accept gambling advice at face value. Test every strategy. Use whatever tools you have. Run it more than once. Look for cherry-picked data and winning stories that hide losses. Read the critiques. Understand the flaws. Stay skeptical. If someone discourages questions or deletes criticism, that's a red flag. You're not a hater for asking how or why something supposedly works. You're doing what they won't, thinking critically. Yes, some strategies will work, for a while. If they don't hold up over time, they're not systems. They're just luck in disguise. Know your risks. Know your limits and treat every piece of gambling advice, especially the confident ones, with caution.
Good luck until the next time.